Hi everyone, and welcome to this webinar for the ACT Growth Suite. Today's webinar will feature asset tracking for ACT marketing automation. My name is Brent Milner, and I'm a trainer at our Scottsdale office in Arizona, and today I'm going to show you how to run more effective marketing campaigns using asset tracking. If you're a marketer, you probably have various marketing assets that you are utilizing in your campaigns. These assets could be product briefs, data sheets, videos, presentations, or even blog articles. But like many marketers, although you may be able to track open rates or click-through rates, you still might have some limited visibility of how well your marketing assets are performing. It can be difficult to tell if your customers or prospects have even engaged with a particular asset that you sent them. For example, you may have sent your customers an email containing a link to a PDF brief presenting your new product line. And although you may see who clicked on the link, you may want to know who viewed the PDF for more than 2 minutes, or which of your contacts viewed a specific page. Imagine that if you had this information, how this could help you identify the hottest sales opportunities and personalize your follow-ups. So how do you track the engagement with your marketing assets? Well, the Assets feature in ACT Marketing Automation allows you to do just that. Assets is a powerful marketing automation feature that tracks the engagement with your marketing assets. These can be URLs to your website, YouTube video links, or even PDF files. Assets provide you with the analytics that allow you to gauge the effectiveness of that asset by tracking such things as how many impressions an asset is receiving, the number of unique views your asset is receiving, how many leads are being generated by the asset, average time spent viewing the asset, and even geographical data regarding where in the world your asset is being accessed. Now, not only does Assets track customer engagement with your assets, it also has the capability of adding lead capture forms. This allows you to generate leads when a prospect is most engaged. For example, if you published an ebook on social media, you could get a lead capture form to pop up when prospects reach a certain page of the ebook. Now let's take a look at ways assets can help improve your marketing campaigns. First, asset tracking allows you to gauge which asset is the most effective. By looking at engagement stats such as duration, you can identify which asset is the most engaging and then use that asset in future campaigns to maximize your results. And I'll show you a practical example of how to test different assets in just a couple of minutes. Next, as we've seen, the combination of pop-up lead capture forms with assets can be a very powerful way to generate leads. You've teased prospects with a piece of content, they're highly engaged, and then at the moment where they are most engaged, you can trigger a lead capture form to collect contact information. Assets in ACT can be a very useful tool for generating leads. Lastly, the great thing about assets in ACT is that analytics like page views or PDF views are passed through to the CRM system. This means that you can automate all kinds of follow-up actions after one of your contacts has interacted with one of your assets. For example, you could automatically assign a sales follow-up call after your customer viewed a specific PDF, or you could add contacts to a drip marketing campaign after they've viewed a specific video. Okay, let's jump out of this presentation now so that I can show you a few real-life examples of how to use assets in ACT to create more effective marketing campaigns. From within my ACT Growth Suite account, I'm going to go to the Marketing Automation area, and from here I'll click Assets in the left navigation. Here I want to start by showing you 3 different types of assets that I've created. Now, assets can be organized as part of an asset campaign, so I'm going to edit my Autumn Release Asset Campaign. If I scroll down, each of these rows represents an individual marketing asset. First, I have one that's a URL or a web page on my website. Then I have one that is a PDF file. And finally, the one at the bottom is a YouTube video. You can see some high-level stats for each of these assets to the right. The way it works is, I'm going to grab the unique URL that gets generated for an asset, and now I want to share this URL with the world. So I'll copy that URL, and then I could post it on social media or send it out in an email campaign to my customers, or simply add it to my website. Then, whenever someone clicks on this link, Act Growth Suite will present the asset to them within a web browser. The browser acts as a shell and sends me the information that I want. Now, if I refresh the raw data for that specific asset, you can see that the stats will change based off of the user's engagement. Over time, I should expect lots of engagement with this asset, and so I'll want to view the dashboard in order to see some detailed metrics. Here at the top, I can filter a time range that I want, and then view the statistics for things like total impressions and how many of those came from unique users, average time spent viewing this asset, leads, if any, that resulted from form submissions on this asset, and then revenue figures based off of an algorithm that I input. Scrolling down, I can see a chart that shows the performance of this asset over time. Below that, I'll see the recent activity along with where and when it originated. That info is accompanied by a global map with indicators for each person who viewed my asset. This helps for determining which geographical regions are responding best to my asset. And finally, at the bottom of my dashboard, I'll see a summary of all of these statistics. But what if I have developed two similar assets and I need to decide which one is more effective? For example, maybe I created two separate YouTube videos to promote one of my products. YouTube is great for telling me how many clicks and likes that my videos received, but it doesn't tell me much more than that on the surface. In Act Growth Suite, I can use A to B testing with my assets to determine pretty quickly which one of my videos is the bigger hit with my audience. Here you can see in my YouTube asset, I have two videos listed. As my audience clicks on this link, they'll be sent to one of these two videos. After a bit of time has passed, I'll go back to my dashboard and then scroll all the way to the bottom. And then here I can compare how well the first video performed to the second one. Then I'll know which delivery works best with my audiences. So far, everything that we've done has been using assets to gain some good data for my reports. But the audience for my assets has remained anonymous up to this point. So next, I want to show you how to use assets to actually generate some quality leads for potential customers. Let's say that I usually get a lot of good traffic on my Autumn New Features document. This is a PDF that I publish annually, and it creates a lot of excitement and anticipation about the new products and features I release for the upcoming fiscal year. I want to use this document to gather contact information from the public audiences that view it. To do that, Act Growth Suite lets me place a lead form within the PDF document itself. And so I've chosen to place it on page 3. I'm going to copy this link to my clipboard once again, and then paste it in my browser. And here's what my document looks like. Now, when anyone views this PDF file, they'll be free to look at the first 2 pages, but as soon as they go to page 3, bam, there's my lead form. You can even add an acknowledgement checkbox at the bottom to satisfy any international GDPR requirements. In order to continue viewing the PDF document, users will have to fill out the form and submit it back to me. So I filled out this form for Clyde Johnson, and once that is submitted, they'll be able to continue viewing the PDF document unhindered. Act Growth Suite collects these form submissions and does 2 things. First, it adds each person to the recent leads list on the dashboard for my asset. I can export this list to Microsoft Excel to share with others on my team if I want. Second, Act Growth Suite will actually create a contact record for me in my Act database for each person who submitted the form to me. This way, any leads that come from my assets will never be lost. The final thing I want to demonstrate about assets today is how you can use them cooperatively with emails that you send out from your drip marketing campaigns in Act Growth Suite. In this example, I've crafted an email that I'm sending out as part of a drip marketing campaign. This email contains 3 buttons, and they link to each of the 3 assets that I've created: the website, the PDF file, and the YouTube video. I've sent this email out to a number of current and prospective customers in a campaign to hype the upcoming autumn release. As you can see on this workflow, after the email is sent, I've added a decision stage here. Inside this decision stage, I've told Act Growth Suite to make a note of anyone who clicks any of the 3 buttons in the email. Here's the website asset, here's the PDF file, and here's the YouTube video. If they click on any of those 3 buttons, they should proceed down the yes path of the workflow. If they didn't click on any of the buttons, then they'll proceed down the no path, where nothing else will happen and the campaign will end for them. But if they clicked on any of the 3 buttons, you can see here that I have set up an action stage to occur. Act Growth Suite will add the contact to a group in my Act database that I've set up ahead of time. This gives me a way to see who exactly has been engaging with the assets I've created, and then from here, I could schedule some follow-up activities with them for my salespeople. Let's take a look at the group of contacts who clicked on the buttons in my email. I named the group Autumn Release Prospects. So now if I go to this group in Act, in the Contacts tab below, I'll see a list of each person who clicked the buttons from my email. I can even click on one of their names to view their specific contact details. And on their Campaign Results tab, I can see exactly which button that they clicked in the email. So this is all useful stuff that we get from assets. I hope you found this demo useful and that it gave you a good overview of how asset tracking in Act can help you increase the effectiveness of your marketing campaigns. And I hope it also gave you some insight into how useful a marketing automation tool can be for your business. If you'd like to learn more about marketing automation in general, we've created an ebook telling you everything you need to know about marketing automation and how it can help you grow your business. We're going to email this free ebook to you within the next few days. The tool I've used today in the demo is called Act Growth Suite. I've mentioned it once or twice, but if you're not familiar with it, Act is an all-in-one CRM and marketing automation platform designed to help sales and marketing teams build relationships, maximize engagement, and drive business growth. Act is packed with powerful features such as comprehensive campaign management. You'll be able to send out several types of campaigns, from simple one email blasts to full drip and nurture campaigns. The email editor is a powerful email template editor with 25 pre-built templates that you can very easily customize. The website activity tracking is a fantastic way to monitor activity on your website or with lead forms. And using lead scoring, you can create a scoring system for your email efforts so that when people open your emails or click the links in your emails, you can see which contacts are the most responsive to your campaigns, allowing you to target them first with any follow-ups. Thank you for joining me on this presentation today. If you need any additional information about assets or Act, please phone us at the numbers on this screen. Thanks again, and have a great day.